Hello friends, Andrew Demeter here, back at it again today with yet another chatbot template demo. This one is designed specifically for country clubs and I know you're gonna love it. So without further ado, let's dive in here and click get started. Now, the first thing users will see is this personalized greeting based on the current time of day in their time zone and their salutation. So in this case, it's good evening, Mr. Demeter. Obviously, if it were morning and I were a woman, it would say good morning, Miss Demeter. So really personalized content right out of the gate. Next, you have some basic information in terms of copy and imagery about the country club, fully customizable, drag and drop, super simple to substitute out. Next, you have the most important question of all posed, which is, so Mr. Demeter, how can we serve you, right? What can this bot do to help you and make your experience better? We have a couple options here by default in the menu, which are about the club, you know, the history of the club, the rules, all that boring but necessary information. Next, you have golf, if you're interested in booking an actual golf outing at the country club. Fitness, if you're interested in different workout programs. And then you can also inquire about membership and catering. All pretty self-explanatory, but first let's take a step back here and dive into the golf section. So say that we want to book a golf outing or something like that. We can do that right within the bot, or it also gives us the option to call the club if we prefer that instead. So as you see right here, there's a call button. Again, we can simply click that on a mobile device and it'll call up the club. Or alternatively, the big value add here is submitting a lead form right within Messenger itself. So let's click here to submit that inquiry. It'll ask us a couple simple basic questions, and then that lead info will be captured and sent to the club. So first it asks us for a phone number. I'll say 123-456-7890. Then it'll also ask one more question, and then again, this lead will be fully captured in a totally frictionless experience for the user and the country club as well. So a great strategy for generating leads in Messenger using this bot. Great, so now again, lead is fully captured, we're done. Next, let's actually go back to the main menu for a moment here, and I want to show you one important thing too, because remember, in what I just showed you with the main menu, it said, so how can we serve you? Notice now when we go back for a second time, it's not going to repeat that and be annoying to users if they keep going back again. Now it just gives us the options as we need, which is super simple and great for user experience. Now let's skip ahead a little bit and say that we actually also want to schedule a wedding at this country club. So let's say exactly that. I'd like to schedule a wedding at the club. Now, this is natural language processing, NLP, which is built into the template, which allows the user to basically ask about 10 frequently asked questions, and then you can give a customized response based on what they asked, so users aren't only relying on buttons within the bot. So for example, I said I want to schedule a wedding, and it says, great, here are the details, etc., and I'm going to, again, click Inquire Now to submit a lead form. Now, once I do that, it asks for my email, and notice this time it's going directly to ask for my email instead of a phone number, because this is what I refer to as contextual lead forms. Basically, since we've already entered that piece of information, even though it's part of the traditional lead form here for weddings, we've already entered our phone number, so now it's not going to ask us for that. It's just going to advance to the next fields here. So I'm going to enter my email, and then it'll ask a couple more questions. And again, this lead info will be captured all within Messenger automatically. So I'm just going to continue filling out these fields, nothing too exciting, but just part of the process. I'll say we're expecting 500 guests. And then I believe there might be one more question, or maybe that's it. Okay, great. So our lead again has been fully captured within Messenger, sent to the country club, sent to the specific person responsible for these weddings, and then we're done. That's it. We've already submitted 2 leads or 2 inquiries to the country club in just a matter of seconds, right? So other things that I want to show you in terms of the NLP here. Let's say what fitness programs, well, let's just say fitness programs for simplicity. So now if I type this in, again, it's another frequently asked questions that users of chatbots for country clubs might ask. So I ask, what fitness programs do you have? That sort of thing. It'll respond in an intelligent way, which is obviously super important. It gives us these options. And another exciting thing that I've built into this template as well is the ability to create seasonal content. So in this case, it's the middle of winter essentially. So we're not featuring an aquatics program that would ordinarily be present here. So you have the ability to be smart about that and use that sort of granular segmentation as well. So other things that I want to show you as well are, let's say I'm lost. How do I get to the club? So imagine that, you've never been to the club before. Maybe you're a guest, you can't figure it out. So you go on Facebook, message this business, and it'll ask, what's your current location? So you can simply click to send this, whether you're on a laptop, a desktop, or a mobile device. So we send this location, and then it's going to come back giving us step-by-step directions via Google Maps to the country club. So I'm going to click here to get directions. Once I do that, obviously it's going to open up Google Maps, give us those step-by-step directions. Obviously it's really far away because I'm in Washington, D.C. and this is in Vegas, I believe. So that explains that. But again, it gives you those step-by-step directions. The whole goal here, in addition to customer support and lead generation, is really simplifying the user experience, making it as seamless and simple as possible for these end users, right? So I think that pretty much covers it. To recap in this bot, what's built in, what are the real benefits here? Well, you have the frequently asked questions, the NLP, the natural language processing built in, which allows you to ask questions like, how do I get a membership? What programs do you have? That sort of thing. How do I book a golf outing? I'd like to book a wedding, etc. So you have this built-in natural language processing to make the bot intelligent. You also have contextual lead forms, so you're not repeatedly asking the user for information that they've previously entered. So streamlining that experience. You get these step-by-step directions if a user wants to know how to get to the club. And then finally, you have the personalized greeting and the seasonally restrictive content, which is very useful for only giving users what they need to see versus having them manually sort through all these extraneous options. So that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this demo. Hopefully it was enlightening to you. In the meantime, I'll just go back to the main menu so you can see it. Thanks again for watching this video. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. And other than that, thanks for watching. Take care.